Nowadays, many people want to pursue a career in Korea's finance industry because of its growth potential and safety. Seoul Financial Hub will give detailed guidance on where to begin. To begin with, if you're thinking of establishing a general private equity fund business in Korea, your company would first have to become a licensed general private equity fund business by obtaining approval from the Financial Services Commission and the Financial Supervisory Service in accordance with the Financial Investment Services and Capital Markets Act. There are a total of 5 registration steps. You should first establish and register a corporation with the Financial Services Commission and confirm if it meets all legal requirements for registration. The application for registration and attachments should then be submitted together with the application form. Hold on. Make sure you submit an original copy to the Asset Management Division of the Financial Services Commission and a copy to the team in charge of authorization approval of asset management under the Asset Management Supervision Department of the Financial Supervisory Service. The Financial Services Commission would request the Financial Supervisory Service to conduct examination on whether the applicant meets relevant requirements for registration regarding general private equity fund business. Upon completing the examination, the Financial Supervisory Service sends their comment and review opinion to the Financial Services Commission, sometimes asking for the application to be updated or supplemented. The inspection is closed when there are no other comments from the Financial Supervisory Service. Applications are able to view the examination results from the government newsletter or website, since this is where the FSS's opinion is disclosed when the decision for approval of registration request is made. Now, let's go over the 7 requirements for general private equity fund business reviewed by the Financial Supervisory Service. Let's take a look at the requirements in the order of legal personality, equity, manpower, physical requirements, majority shareholder, sound management, social credit, and conflict of interest prevention measures. Let's start with legal personality. First of all, the company needs to have a notarized Articles of Incorporation currently in use. Second, the company should submit its corporate register certificate. Third, the company should have a general meeting of promoters, general meeting of founding shareholders, resolution of the board of directors, and a corporate seal certificate. Next, let's take a look at equity requirements. The minimum equity requirement for general private equity fund business is 1 billion Korean won. Next, manpower requirements, including for executives and professional manpower. The applicant should write down the job title written in the corporate register certificate for registered executives, including the CEO, inside directors, non-executive directors, and auditors. It is required to put down the nationality, passport number, and date of birth for foreign nationals. For someone who is both an executive and an investor, the accurate number of shares they hold as well as shareholding ratio should be submitted. State the qualifications of the personnel in detail based on facts. Make sure to put down the career break period if relevant. Mark full-time for full-time directors and part-time for non-full-time directors. Put down Y for executives who are also categorized as professional manpower, and N if not. Fill out the appointment date of the director accurately, and Y if he or she meets the qualifications for executive officers in Article 5 of the Act on Corporate Governance of Financial Companies. Submit supporting evidence for the qualifications of professional manpower recognized in the country. Applicants should submit supporting evidence proving that they meet the registration requirements as a certified investment manager, or confirmation of such certification, certificate of passing an approved examination, and certificate of completion. Next, physical requirements. First of all, applicants should submit a seating chart with the name and location of each department and main entrances. Second, either a copy of the office lease agreement or copy of the registration of real estate should be submitted. Third, details on computer facilities, security facilities, and backup equipment. Fourth, the applicant shall submit documents related to the purchase of computer facilities, security facilities, and backup equipment. Last but not least, a contingency plan is required. The applicant should also meet majority shareholder requirements. When applying for registration, the applicant shall of course have to submit evidence that he or she is a majority shareholder or a certified foreign financial investor. Documents to confirm that none of the disqualification reasons applied to the applicant are required. Third, an original copy of the Credit Information Inquiry Letter issued by the Korea Credit Information Services shall be submitted. We now have 2 remaining among a total of 7 assessment requirements. Sixth, the FSS reviews the company's soundness and social credit rating. The company should submit supplementary schedules, such as the financial statement and audit report for the recent 3 business years. Companies that have not reached their 3rd year yet shall submit the financial statements or audit report from the date of establishment to the latest business year. The financial statement up to the date of application shall suffice if the business year has not ended. The financial statement should always be submitted together with supporting evidence of the company's financial position. Meanwhile, if any material related to the company's financial statements is already disclosed on the FSS's electronic disclosure system through an audit report, the company can opt not to submit additional supporting documents when applying for approval or registration as a financial investment business. The last requirement is related to conflict of interest prevention. Documents required include materials on internal controls, conflict of interest prevention, and the CEO's confirmation on the establishment of a conflict of interest prevention system. So far, we've taken a look at the registration procedures and examination requirements for establishing a general private equity fund business in Korea. Seoul Financial Hub, located on the 16th floor of 1 IFC in the Yeouido Financial District in Seoul, is supporting overseas financial institutions' early settlement in Korea. Seoul Financial Hub is looking forward to helping you make your way into Korea.